Human impact on the environment has created bad consequences without a chance to turn back. Did you know that in Mexico most of the gases are produced by the consumption of fossil fuels to generate energy? Coal, oil and its derivatives, and natural gases are the 55%.
Some of the gases that contaminate the most are carbon oxides, nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxides, ozones, carbon monoxide, and carbon dioxide.
As a matter of fact, the United Nations has released a statement saying that instead from reducing the global warming, it is estimated by 2030 it will increase 10.7%. And also that in the ocean it will be more trash than fishes. There are so many things we can do to prevent that this damage gets worse. Number 1.
Remember, don't use plastic bags.
Instead, use bags that you can use several times.
Number 2.
Try to shower under 5 minutes.
Number 3. Turn off the lights. Number 4.
To recycle, separate the trash between organic and inorganic.
Number 5.
Use reusable containers.
Number 6.
Avoid using cars.
Number 7.
Avoid using fast fashion.
Number 8. Avoid using plastic straws.
Instead, use reusable straws.
Number 9.
Avoid consuming animal products.
Number 10. Be part of a group that helps the environment.
Like Fridays for Future.
Global warming is a long-term rise in the average temperature of the Earth's climate system. It's a major aspect of current climate change and has been demonstrated by the direct temperature measurements and by measurements of various effects.
Global warming is affecting many places on the world. It is accelerating melting of the ice sheets. It is also changing the precipitation and the weather patterns in different places of the world. It is making some places drier and more intense periods of drought. These changes have affected both nature as well as human society and the way we are living, and it will continue to increase worse effects in the greenhouse to throw at the same pace.
This term commonly refers to the mainly human-caused increases in global surface temperatures and its projects continuing. Global warming is harming the environment in several ways, including desertification, increased melting of snow and ice, sea level rise, and stronger hurricanes and cyclones.
The Earth's sea level has risen by 21 centimeters since 1880. The rate of rise is accelerating and it is now a pace that has not been at least for 5,000 years. Global warming has caused this by affecting the oceans in two different ways. Warmer average temperatures cause ocean waters to expand, and the melting of ice glaciers increase the amount of water.
Increasing temperatures around the world are making arid and semi-arid areas even more dry than before. Current research is also showing that water cycle is changing and rainfall patterns are shifting to make areas that are already dry even.
Snow and ice is melting at a much faster pace than in the past. This has been seen in the Alps, Himalayas, Andes, Rockies, Alaska, and Africa. But it's particularly true at the Earth's poles. Perennial ice cover in the Arctic is melting at the rate of 11.5% per decade. And the thickness of the Arctic ice has decreased by 48% since the 1960s. During the past 30 years, more than 1 million square miles of sea ice has vanished, an area equivalent to the size of Norway, Denmark, and Sweden combined. The continent of Antarctica has been losing more than 100 cubic kilometers per year. Since 2010, the Antarctic ice melt rate has doubled. Have you, Aimer?
Stronger hurricanes and cyclones has seen an obvious upswing trend since the early 1970s. This matches directly with the observed rise in the ocean's temperature over the same period of time. Since then, it measures the destructive power of tropical cyclones has increased in the Pacific by 35% and the Atlantic it's nearly doubled. Global warming also increases the frequency of strong cyclones. Every 1 degree increase in